Hey, I'm down here at the on Capitol Hill at the autonomous zone. We got a lot of people just down here talking, chatting. The whole park, you can see, I know you're just looking at me right now. I'm gonna flip it around. You can look over there. There's just people in the park everywhere. We got some people down here to express some different opinions. Obviously some patriotic folks here with some American flags. A lot of people gathering around. We just walked all the way through and there's just people sitting in the park. You can see way over there. There are people just walking. There's a lot of chili being eaten. You can't smell it right now, but there's chili on the streets. Like, people are just serving. They got big bowls of it. People are bringing water in here. Folks are just really just kind of chilling. It almost feels like a street fair. So people are just talking to folks, sitting down. If I got over to this field, you could see it's just like full of people. I'll show you over here. We're walking. So I'm up here in Capitol Hill at the autonomous zone. They're calling it CHAZ, Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. So I mean, just full of people just chilling, hanging out. I think there's some reporters around here asking questions. People are sharing their thoughts, their opinions. And then you can see down there at the entrance, there's a group that's coming in here right now. They're gonna potentially let them walk down the street with American flags. We shall see. Let me get over here. You can listen to this gentleman.
You may not be able to bring back the lives of some of our unborn black kings and beautiful black queens, but you can change the man in the mirror to have a mind that fights for pure rights and deeds to the core of his soul, to never stop fighting for what's right. Can you imagine doing for self a community full of wealth, diamonds and pearls, courageous black men and girls, doctors and lawyers, gold chains and silk shirts, built by strong black hands, finally given a chance and built off from the dirt, only to be burnt down in a neighborhood of Tulsa, 1921, May 31st. I know you're tired, but the time is today. The time is right now to apply the wrath of God and apply the pressure of unity.
Just so you know, I'm down here at Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone today. This gentleman's sharing a few of his thoughts. Of course, I have a drone right over my head.
I know you're tired of justifying why Black Lives Matter in a system where black life is treated with no rights. All lives cannot matter if there was no matter for black lives. I know you're tired, but we will not stop fighting. Y'all don't mind taking a knee with me in this journey right now? We will continue fighting for what's right. We will continue giving our all fighting for purpose.
So there's a lot of people down here sharing, talking about what's on their mind. I think they're going to have a group of people come in here. A lot of people expressing their opinions for sure.
All I'm going to say is mindful and know that the show and demonstrations are bullshit. Because I asked them what they were here for and they could not give me an answer. So that is all I need to know.
Thank you.
Who's like better?
Oops.
Who's like better?
Black Lives Matter!
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 Who's like better?
Black
I was just over at the wall over here reading a few of the statements that people are writing down. It's interesting. There's a lot of different opinions here. Obviously, you heard the gentleman just share a little bit ago. There's a lot of division that's happening right now for sure. And there's a call for unity. Right now, when we're divided, we do fall. We need to be united so we can rise. So there is some understanding that needs to happen. We also need to make sure that we're enforcing our laws. No doubt about it. Yep, Susie, I agree. We have to respect human life for sure. At all different stages, at all different places. No doubt about it. But let me show you a few of the things over here on the wall. I'll walk this way. Obviously everybody's done a lot of art. It's unbelievable. I'm going to show you something in just a minute here. But this line right here, there's all these people right here waiting to get up on a ladder that goes up to the top of that building. So people are just climbing up there right now to be able to look down on the Black Lives Matter scene. There's a painting on the street that they did. But clearly, you know, if people want to have a street fair, they want to get together and do this, people have the right to be able to gather, but they got to do it in a lawful way. And certainly, as we were walking in here, a lot of windows were bashed out, a lot of businesses that people have been building their whole lives, we saw that their windows were totally bashed out and things are just decimated. And for you, that's got to break your heart. After, I guess, we've had 9 weeks or so of the stay-at-home order where people are waiting to get back to business, a lot of folks expressed their anger and they got in there and started breaking everything down. Yeah, definitely a lot of vandalism. A lot of value has been stripped out of places. A friend of mine, their store in downtown Seattle got broken into and just things decimated, but it's everywhere for sure. Stuff's going on. So you might see, I'm going to show you in a distance, they just let some people in with some American flags. They were kind of yelling at them first, and now these guys are walking in. Let me show. This is what you call brave. You guys see what I'm seeing? So again, I'm down here on, this is in Capitol Hill. Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone is what it's called. All right, well, I lost my group because I just kept on walking and I don't have any idea where they are. There's a lot of people here. All right, so again, it's Joshua Freed coming to you from downtown Capitol Hill here. Apparently I've been to, I think, 48 different countries in the world. Right now, I guess they'd consider this 49, but we'll see how long that actually lasts. I have a feeling that if this goes on any longer, Trump's going to step in and make something happen. You know, Jenny Durkan has just been detached from absolute reality. We saw that our own governor wasn't even aware of what's going on. Just 2 days ago, he was asked the question, hey, what about the autonomous zone on Capitol Hill? He said literally the words, I'm unaware. It's time for change. We need a new governor who's willing to come downtown, talk to people, look at people in the face. I've been down here, just was down here last week in Pioneer Square serving meals to 150 people. And I met people for the first time ever in homelessness. First time. Literally living on the streets of Seattle in their cars. Lives are completely broken. And Inslee says he's unaware of what's happening. This is why we need an absolute change. We need a change immediately. Somebody who's willing to be bold. I believe I'm that guy. Listen, general election is November 3rd. There is no one better prepared to make sure that we have change in the state than my campaign. We are leading. We're fighting strong. I've been to all 39 counties in this beautiful state. I just got back from the Tri-Cities. I'm going to be in Ellensburg tomorrow. I'm going to be in Wenatchee on Monday. And right now I'm on Capitol Hill. And, you know, there's going to be some swift action, swift and decisive action. We need to make sure that we have safety and civility in Washington State. We cannot allow lawlessness to continue on. So this is the time. We need to win back our state because it's been an absolute desolated control for, let's see, well, 7 years for sure. under Inslee. You know, under Inslee, rape has increased by 65%. There's no respect for a woman there. If rape has increased by 65%, why have you not made that a priority, Inslee? Think about murder is up by 41% under Inslee. Assaults upon individuals is up by 20%, 40% on police officers. It is time, absolutely, to drain the swamp. We have reckless leadership that is truly not aware of what's happening in the streets, even like this. Obviously, I'm here. You can see this. Look, you're all on camera. You're all aware. We need to make sure that more people are aware of what's going on. Awareness is kind of essential. He talks about essential and non-essential, and yet he doesn't pay attention to the most essential things that are going on right now. He needs to be a leader, but I don't think it has it within his soul to figure that out. But anyway, this is time that we fund the campaign, freedforgovernor.com. I'd appreciate your support. You're not going to see this happen. You're going to see peaceful protests, demonstrations, people able to have street fairs, but you got to go through the process just like everybody does. If I have to wait for 2 years for a permit in downtown Seattle to build a 6-unit townhome, the law-abiding citizens are being pushed way behind. We're paying the penalty for the lack of enforcement that's happening under Jenny Durkin and under Jay Inslee. So clearly, I believe that time is now. But you guys, I'm going to stay on just a little bit more. You can see what's happening over here. I don't know what's going to happen. But obviously they're expressing some thoughts, some feelings. I'll get a little bit closer. So I used to live in Egypt and Pakistan, right? So I've got no fear. I've been in anti-American riots where people with sticks and bombs, 17 missiles hit my school. We need to be more bold in what we stand for, absolutely. We need to speak about truth, speak in truth and love, for sure. But look at these guys. Chris, you're exactly right. Absolutely right. Look at the scene around here. I'm gonna go show you guys the memorial wall over here. Oh, hey, there's a couple familiar faces. Whoops. You guys, so this is the memorial wall. People have been setting up, burning candles here. A lot of names written down as well. But we are going to be moving from the autonomous zone back into, I guess, downtown Seattle. Sometimes it kind of makes you wonder, what would this man say today? All right, so obviously an interesting experience being down here in the autonomous zone. A lot of folks down here expressing their thoughts, their feelings, their concerns. Today, I think it's peaceful. There's nothing going on, no windows being broken. But I mean, the whole way in here, you can just see a lot of windows are being broken. And please forgive the little kids if there's any kids watching right now. Some of the language, obviously. But yeah, when you got Jay Inslee sitting in a press conference recently, and he said he's not aware what's going on in his own state. I mean, we all recognize that Jay Inslee is a guy who is only paying attention to King, Pierce, and Snohomish County. And I would even question if he pays attention to Snohomish County. I think King County, where he can see his votes from the top of the Space Needle. Uh-oh. There's a fight going on over here, sadly. They just ripped the American flag out of the person's hand and ran off with it. So they got the flag and they're running away with it. This is what's going on. And if Jenny Durkin and if Jay Inslee don't enforce the law, we're going to see some serious problems continue to occur. It's kind of scary what's going on. So they just stole the American flag away and no enforcement. There's no public safety down here. Things are absolutely out of control over the last couple days. So right now they're pushing the barriers further out, trying to take a bit more of the land. Where is Jay Inslee? You know where Jay Inslee is? He's behind a high wall in Olympia in a mansion that all of us pay for. That is true. This is happening right now in America, guys. This is happening right here in Seattle, and our own governor is completely unaware. I'm ready for change. Are you? Listen, I know there's some people that are interested in running in the primary election, but they don't have the capability to actually make it through to the general election. I've lived in King County most of my life, besides living in Egypt and Pakistan. I have relationships that I understand. I'm definitely a fiscal conservative, social conservative, but there's a way that you talk. There's a manner of which you've been involved in the community, as we have here, my wife and my 5 kids. This is the year that we need to take back Washington State. After 35 years of one-party control of the governor's mansion, this is the time that we need to change it, because unless you want to see this happen in Bellevue, Kirkland, Spokane, the Tri-Cities, where lawlessness is increasing, where Jay Inslee let go 950 prisoners out of jail while we're all under house arrest, that's Jay Inslee's Washington. He was close to letting 11,000 prisoners out of jail. No, Joe, no masks. I would say even 50%, maybe that, right? So it's time. Let's do it. Folks, I appreciate the time. Look at, I think that whole scramble with the American flag got just kind of dissipated out, and it's all done. But please go to freedforgovernor.com. I certainly would appreciate your support. We need to make sure that we take back this state. This is the year that we do it. All right, bless you all. We're gonna go and shop at, get some dinner at Dick's Burgers just down the road. So if the Spadies are watching right now, we're gonna go make you some money. All right, God bless you all.